Gary Lineker's latest row over using his platform as the BBC's highest-paid presenter has led to a new challenge from Tory MP Lee Anderson. Lee Anderson has issued a challenge to Gary Lineker to come to his Ashfield constituency and run against him for Parliament. The pugnacious Tory deputy chairman took aim at the woke match of the day presenter, who is the BBC's highest-paid celebrity, after Lineker's latest social media attack on Home Secretary Suella Braverman. Previously, the ex-England football captain was suspended by the BBC when he likened Mrs. Braverman's policy to try to control Britain's borders against mass illegal migration to 1930s Nazi Germany. Last Friday he took to X, formerly Twitter, again to chastise the Home Secretary for calling anti-Israel demonstrators a hate march and defend their right to disrupt Remembrance Weekend commemorations. Mr. Anderson told Express.co.uk, "It looks like the BBC's highest-paid publicly funded stars can continue to bite the hand that feeds them. Lineker is laughing all the way to the bank while attacking our Home Sec." He added, "Maybe he should stand for Parliament. I hear Ashfield Labour are looking for a candidate." Mr. Anderson took exception to Mr. Lineker's post taking on Mrs. Braverman. The millionaire presenter said, "Marching and calling for a ceasefire and peace so that more innocent children don't get killed is not really the definition of a hate march." He was responding to the Home Secretary's criticism of attempts to hijack Remembrance Weekend by pro-Palestinian protesters, some of whom have been flying jihadi flags, shouting anti-Semitic chants and wearing symbols glorifying Hamas terrorist attack which killed more than 1,400 civilians on October 7. She said, "I agree with the Prime Minister. It is entirely unacceptable to desecrate Armistice Day with a hate march through London. If it goes ahead there is an obvious risk of serious public disorder, violence and damage as well as giving offence to millions of decent British." This is not the first time Mr. Anderson has issued a challenge after his famous offer to take Remainer protester Steve Bray on in a charity boxing match. The Ashfield Tory MP has been a regular critic of the BBC and recently referred to it as a safe haven for perverts. Mr. Anderson's fellow furious Tory MPs have used the row to launch another push to end the BBC licence fee, also known as the telly tax. The Lineker row has fed into concerns over the BBC's coverage of the Israel-Gaza crisis after it refused to call Hamas terrorists despite the atrocities the organisation committed and its legal status as being prescribed in the EU. The BBC also falsely accused Israel of blowing up a hospital in Gaza and used footage last week featuring a man who has been accused of being a Hamas propaganda actor. The BBC has made it clear that new social media rules at the corporation allow Mr. Lineker to make these remarks on social media even though it appears to breach the corporation's impartiality.